Hi guys, hope you're all doing good. It's another weekend. I'm glad to be here once again. Yes, so last week you would remember that I was at almost 8%, I think 7.9% already on my challenge, my phase one challenge on FTM, and I was to the target was 10%. Yeah, so but I was at 7.9%. So I think that really got the better of me this week because I became very anxious to want to pass the challenge, and I left some of my trades longer than I should have. Yes, so normally when I see that the trade is not doesn't want to respect the direction again, I'm supposed to close it. But it's just because it's just this 1% or this 0.5% that is left to cross that challenge. It's difficult for me. It became difficult for me to close it. And the reason is because I've had this experience in the past where if I close a trade that is to hit that is to hit TP and cross a challenge for me, if I close the trade before crossing that challenge, the next trade may be a loss, the next trade may be a loss, and you just keep on dangling around that finish line. So it's a very strong psychological problem actually. Yeah, because if I had closed it at that moment when I had just 0.5% to go, then probably my next trade may have been good and I will cross the challenge. But I had this problem where I just wasn't even it happened on Monday, it happened on Tuesday, it happened on Wednesday again. So I was very close on all the trades to crossing challenge, but the market just will not make that extra move. It was really painful because I ended up coming back to break even on some and even losing some, and then my account drops back to 4% in profit. So well, that's just the summary of how the week went for me. I was very close to crossing challenge, but then I slacked. Maybe if I had closed those trades at that little time where it remained to cross the challenge, maybe the next trade would have been better and would have been good and I would have crossed the challenge. Well, it's okay. We keep on working on it. We keep on trying our best to be better. Yeah. So another thing again that I noticed is that I'm risking 0.5% this time around, and that's because I was in a losing streak for a long period of time, and I wanted to just see how I can improve my trading before I go back to my regular risk of 1%. Yeah, so if I had risked 1% this week that just passed, and last week when I was 7.9%, I would have crossed the challenge. Yeah, I would have crossed the challenge in 1 week. So I think what I would do going into this week would just be to go back to my 1% risk. I think I've improved on my performance. All those series of losses I had for the last like 2 months, I think is a lot better now. Yeah, because last week was very profitable for me. This week was also profitable, if not that I refused to close the trade at when I was supposed to close it when they were hesitating at different levels, which I will definitely show you on the chart. And so I think I've improved a lot better, and I would go back to risking 1% this coming week and just be hopeful that I will cross the challenge this coming week. Alright, so let me quickly go into my foreign trader markets account so that you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm currently on my foreign trader markets account now, and right away you can see that I have $26,000 on this account. Yeah, and the account the starting balance is 25,000, so I'm still $1,000 in profit, and that amounts to 4% of the account, as you can see right here. Yeah, so the next thing you will see is my equity curve, which you see the last week was just on the rise, but this week has dipped a bit, and that's owing to the fact that my trades were unable to hit the TP I needed to cross the challenge. But definitely this coming week, we hope that we'll be able to start raising this equity curve once again. Yeah, so my profit is here, $1,000 in profit, and my trading history daily summary is here. Yeah, in theory it wasn't supposed to be red all through in theory, but just because I held on for too long and refused to close the trade where I was supposed to close them, that's why you see red there. Some of these days should have been in profit. At least I know that I was in profit on Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday. But they just would not hit that target that I needed to hit to cross the phase one challenge. So alright, next week we'll go again. Okay, so for the trades I took, I'll go into trading review now, and yeah, on Monday I started with Euro USD and Pound USD. They really looked like they were going to retrace from these highs, because if you look here, I have this channel which, of course, price has disrespected to the downside, broke back in, and looked like it was going to continue to respect the channel. Yeah, but then after this long push to the upside, after this long push from this area to the upside, we can easily just expect that there will be retracements to retest this level on this time frame, 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so and that was the reason why I wanted to sell from this level. My first sell, I think, his stop loss. I think it was in news that Monday that just destroyed the whole pattern. It looked like it was going to play out, but it just destroyed everything, and that was how I missed out on this opportunity. There was something similar like happened like that again on that happened also on Pound USD, because I was in those two trades on Monday, and you can see it. In fact, this one even had a very strong push to the downside. This level that is here was the level that I needed to hit for me to cross that phase one challenge on Monday. Yeah, because I just had 2%. I just needed 2% to cross, and because I was risking 0.5%, I needed 4 hours to cross rather than 2 hours. If it were to be 1%, I was risking. And this is the level that I needed to be at for me to cross this challenge. But you see what happened, it came very, very close. I was already jubilating. Oh my god, you see me that Monday, I was already jubilating, like, I'm going to cross this challenge today, and the next thing, Forex does what it does best. It frustrates you. Took me back to break even, and I exited the whole trades at break even on that Monday. Yeah, so that's the reality of it. Then on I think on Tuesday, I for the rest of the weeks I was just focused on gold. I think on Wednesday I traded USD as well, but gold was my main driver for the rest of the week. And just similar to what I just showed you on Euro USD. For gold, if you look from here, you will notice that there is there's a channel already. This is the base of the channel that the price has bounced off of, and then it has made this strong push to the upside, breaking above this resistance level. So of course now it should act as support. So on pull back to this level, I was expecting that the price will continue to rise. Yeah, I was expecting on pullback to this level, I was expecting that the price will continue to rise, and that's why I wanted to buy here. And also noting that this area is an area of support. So when price comes to this area, I expect to see a reaction, and that was the reason why I wanted to buy this pair from here. But of course, the first one took me out, and so there was a break on the 15 minutes to the upside. I switched this time frame to the 15 minutes time frame. So here you can see the first one took me out. Then there was a break with these green candles. Let me see if I can point towards them. With these green candles, a break above this minor resistance now. So in my mind, I was like, okay, the market has broken upwards, and then we can continue this move. And so I entered immediately. Normally I should wait for even a retracement, but I decided to enter immediately because gold, how gold behaves, it can be very impulsive at times, which it has not been for a period of time now. Normally, once it shows this move, it just keeps on flying upwards, just like it did around here. So it broke above this resistance level, turn support. It did not retest it. You can see it clearly. It didn't retest. It just keeps on flying to the upside. So I thought that was similar to what will happen here, because he had taken some stop losses around here already. So now that I've broken up, I expect that we just continue flying to the upside, and I was already hoping that this trade would give me my 2 hour that I needed, my 2% that I needed to cross this challenge. But then gold does what it does best again, clears everybody once again, and that was it for me on Tuesday. Wednesday was a lot better. Yeah, Wednesday was a lot better. I took one loss again on Wednesday. You'll see it from here. something similar to what happened there. So now you've broken to the upside, broken above this resistance level. So now you should retest it as support. So now when I come to the market on Wednesday, I've seen that the market has come back to do a retest around this level. So I'm looking for buying opportunities to the upside. And then so it makes this break to the upside, then comes back for another retest on the smaller time frame or 15 minutes time frame. So for me, this was a good level to enter, and I entered, placed my stop loss below this previous level, and then market comes back and clears everybody again, clears the whole stop loss. Yeah, I remember I created this video, I created this outlook video on my short for on Wednesday, and I said that this is the area where I want to enter from, but I know that market can come and clear stop losses around there, and then if you give us another opportunity, I would take it. Yeah, so I think I will link to that video here so you see support level, and this green candle, which is a 4-hour candle of today, looks like it's already going to continue the move to the upside. So it's clear on the 4 hours too. So for me, entry would look like this, somewhere anywhere around this region, but preferably for me, I would want it somewhere around here. Then stop loss below this, stop loss below this low looks good. Yeah, below here looks good as well, but the market has been crazy these days and you decide to stop hunt. So below here would be good, but below here would be perfect. But if you put your stop loss below here, then it means your risk to reward would suffer as well. But for me, I think here below here is fine. Yeah, below here is fine. So if he stops us out, and you can check if we would see another entry. So I thought about it. So and then when market cleared this level, so here I now felt like, okay, this is the last support level for that needs to hold for this bullish move to happen. So when we clear this support level here, then I just entered with this. You see this hour, so this is where I entered, and I just put my stop loss below here. I'm like, okay, if you come here, then I set my second loss for the day and I move on. So I entered here and the market played according to plan, and it started rising. And after doing all this consolidation, I expected a very, very strong push to the upside that would give me my 2 or 3 hours that I needed to cross this challenge yet again on Wednesday. And see what happened. We just broke above this level and started playing. This was so heartbreaking, and it didn't do anything for the rest of that. I should have closed this trade at this level, but I was just hoping that this thing would continue. You know how gold has been behaving now. Most of the time, it rallies in the midnight, so I was hoping that in the midnight to just continue to rise again, and then it just came back and started playing around there. And I think I just closed it all out at I think 1 to 1 or so profit. Yeah, so that was how I closed out on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I was like, okay, the move should continue now. And of course, it will continue because if you look at the higher time frame, there's a very good reason why I should be expecting price to come to this level. It's a previous resistance level, and normally we expect price to just, even if it just touch it with a week before plunging downwards. That was what I expected to happen, and that's why I was strongly bullish on Thursday. And I think it also affected my performance because normally when I see these red candles forming, I should close at some profit or at break even, but I was really strongly bullish, and then just kept on coming down, took me out at stop loss. This trade, if it had come to this yellow line here, I would have crossed my challenge. I would have crossed this challenge. So you see how much this market can be frustrating. Yeah, I would have crossed this challenge, but it didn't. So the same thing just kept on playing over and over again all through the week for me. So he then came back and took me out stop loss, and that was how I hands off trading for the whole of the week. I didn't do anything on Friday because I wasn't even sure what direction would be on Friday. Yeah, so I didn't do anything, and that was how I ended the week with negative. Yeah, but it's alright. I'm hoping that this coming week would be good, and when I take my risk back to 1%, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a good trade that will just take me out, give me my phase 1, help me cross the phase 1 challenge. So that's how my week went. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's really not easy being a trader in this market, especially now that the market doesn't really have clear trends. But we just keep on doing what we have to do and hope that things will improve over time. Yeah, so and also I've been talking about foreign trader markets for a while now. I intentionally left this particular one to the end of the video, so that those of you that stick to the end can benefit from it. Courtesy foreign trader market accounts, we are giving away 5k accounts, and this time around there's no special criteria. I will just pick randomly from the comment section. So if you made it to the end of this video, just drop a comment in the comment section. You may not really say a lot. Just tell me that you want the account, you want an account. Just tell me that you want an account. Yeah. So I think that may not really cause much suspicion from others that didn't watch to the end. Yeah, so there'll just be few of you that will have that comment in my comment section. So once I see it, I know that you were part of the people that watched to the end. So just tell me that you want a 5k account, and I will pick randomly. Yeah, this time I hope you are not. I hope you are not too much. But when you are too much, I'll pick randomly from the comments. And this offer is going to be lasting the whole of this month, so don't sleep on it. Just I've already said what you need to do, so and that's it. Alright, so if you enjoyed this, if you enjoy watching me, if you enjoy everything that I do, please like, share, subscribe. I've been always saying this helps the algorithm. My growth has slowed down for a while now, probably because I've not been posting payout videos. Yes, so I understand that a lot of people really want to see payouts, but the reality of trading is that you will not always get payouts, and I don't mind if the channel would not really grow much, you know, that I'm not posting payout. As long as you get the truth of trading, that's okay for me. Yes, so just subscribe if you're not subscribed. There are a lot of you that will watch with not subscribed and not subscribed, which is still okay. But if you subscribe, it helps build the channel and help you to recommend me more to more people like you that needs to know this truth about trading. Alright, so that's all I have to share. See you next week. Hopefully when I cross my phase 1 challenge. Bye.